Hey everyone, it's Zoe Belcher again. It is day 24 of our adventure here. It's this September 2nd, a Wednesday, not to mess everybody up. Apparently I messed everybody up on Monday. Sorry about that, guys. I am at 5,379 steps so far tonight, but it is 10 o'clock, so there's not many more steps coming before I'm going to sleep. I am exhausted because Debbie came today and worked my butt off. Really hard moves, not hard in terms of difficult to do, but just lots of weight, lots of rep, lots of, up and down, lots of movement, which is good. Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not complaining. But one of the things that I did admit to her today was, so I had put together this activity log based on the information that she had given me, and came up with this great way to put it in my tablet so I'd have it with me all the time, and realized that with it in my tablet I was not doing it. So print out some paper copies tonight so that I can get back on track with that. Have logged my food today. Today hasn't been too bad a day. The one thing that I did have to have a diet meal for lunch, one of those name brands. I happen to like the lean cuisine, fettuccine alfredo. So that's what I had today. And I looked at the ingredients a little bit, and you're thinking, this is a healthy thing, but the saturated fats are at 2 milligrams, I think. Don't quote me on that. The number's 2. And you should be under 1 for saturated fat. And the other thing was the level of sodium is pretty high. It's like 500 milligrams plus, and you should be at under 140, which means that even though it's touted as a diet food, the saturated fats are a little high, and sodium, well, let's face it, what happens when we eat too much sodium? We retain water, our blood pressure goes up. All those things. So that's why we're trying to keep our sodium intakes down. But dinner was great. We had chicken winglets that I made from scratch. Well, I didn't grill the chickens, but you know what I mean. Barbecued on the grill, and some sweet potatoes, which were fabulous. I used butter because if you look at how margarine is made, you'll realize that it is not something you want to eat. So moderation is the key with butter, but my research when I was looking at the caveman diet and really looked at how margarine was made, we kind of went back to good old-fashioned butter. Again, unsalted, because you don't want the extra sodium in it. The other thing that I discovered the other day, I remember I talked to you guys about Boo Boo Box and them sending samples. One of the samples that they sent me was something called BiPro, B-I-P-R-O, and it is a whey protein. One of the things that I don't do is I don't eat breakfast foods. I blame my grandmother for that, because she made me hamburgers and french fries and fried zucchini and whatever I wanted for breakfast. That's what I ate. So I don't eat eggs, I don't eat cheese, I don't eat pancakes typically for breakfast. That's kind of a weekend thing. So I've been drinking right-size smoothies, but I'd like to get some. There's a lot of stuff in there that you don't really know because it's all proprietary. So I kind of like to get away from that a little bit. Something with more protein and less of the other stuff in it. So I tried this because the one thing it doesn't have is it doesn't have artificial sweetener in it. They have an unflavored one. You can add it to your coffee, you can add it to whatever smoothie you're already drinking, and it's going to add protein to it. Added protein keeps you fuller longer, along with fiber. The other day I actually used mine, put a little bit of almond extract in it, and some flax seeds for added fiber and omegas, and I didn't have any sweetener in it, used my almond milk, and it was phenomenal. By getting that one, which is unflavored, I can now open my breakfast up to lots of different flavors, depending on what extracts I have, what maybe essential oils I've got that are edible, stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. I don't like artificial sweeteners, and don't let anybody fool you when they tell you that something's made with stevia. If it's not real stevia, the leaves in it, it's some type of extract that's been chemically reproduced into what they're calling a stevia. Same thing with some of the other different types of artificial sweeteners out there that they say are natural, but they're chemically altered to be a powder that you're adding. And I just think they taste horrible. So I'm trying to stick with stuff like honey for my sweetener. Local honey helps with your allergies, that kind of stuff. So, well, guys, I am running over my time for today. It is almost 6 minutes. So you guys have a great evening. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, I was 207 yesterday. Took a water pill yesterday. Took another one to get again this afternoon. But this morning I was 205.7. So I'd like to see break past that 205 number and keep going. So let's see what tomorrow brings. If you want to connect with me on Facebook, it's Zoe, Zoe.Belcher, Belcher. On Periscope and my Fitness Pal, it's Z Belcher. Any comments, questions, concerns you guys have, anything you want me to look up, talk to my trainer about, see if I've had experience with, please, send me a message and we'll see what information I can get for you. That's it. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.